You conspiracy theorists out there saying Elon did the wave, yeah? I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You can go back to any political candidates or anybody that's on a stage wearing a fucking suit. Gee, if you wear, here, let me break it down for you cretins, okay? Those of you that have never worn a suit jacket, you poors out there, okay? I want to point something out. If you get a well-tailored suit, something I know it's hard to dream of in your mind, you poor pieces of shit, you bottom filth dragging, just get a suit that fits, and guess what? You can't raise your hand. It's really fucking difficult. Now, unless you want to rip it, which I'm sure he's paid a ton of money for that thing, something that's out of my price range, but he by no means did a fucking Nazi salute. I don't care what anybody says.
I'll tell you what, though, the video's pretty damning. Like the
No, it's
you're
not.
just like, have you seen the video?
Have you seen the video? Okay. Counterpoint. They have they did a vote. What was the vice president running mate's name for Kamala?
Tim Walz.
Okay, they have the photo from them on their booth, and he did the exact same thing with the heart, and then tried to do a wave but can't. So his arm goes in the same direction.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh, hilarious. That is funny.
You can't just raise an arm
I
up.
get I know exactly what you're saying. That's why I always stand like a fucking toy soldier in my suits.
No, you do. If you want to do the waves, you do the goofy ones that like go up to your nipples.
You just do this.
You do this.
You do the Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It's all elbow.
You are not a Nazi.
Yeah. It's all elbow movements. Hey guys, you look like one.
We're not building internment camps. They aren't building internment camps.
There's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see. But yes,
Zig Heil.
Oh shit! You forgot you just said that.
Nah, I don't know, dude. When you're from South Africa, it's definitely a bad look to be fucking.
Are you saying
doing
if he
that.
was? Wait, I get what you're saying. It's perfectly acceptable if you're from Argentina.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
So that's, dude. I have no idea. All I know is it looks pretty bad, and I don't know.
Oh, dude,
if you're,
it looks horrible. But
Yeah.
how funny would it be if you did the Warren right next to it? So everybody doing that, if you just started commenting that little GIF right under it, just be like, which side? Pick a side.
yeah. I think just all the government's filled with Nazis, honestly, if you think about it.
It's either that or, I don't know, filled with a bunch of puppets, and we don't know who the shadow brokers are that are actually truly running this thing. If you want to get
Shadow brokers.
if you want to get really deep into it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. It's pretty damning. All I know is what sucks is just practice, look in a mirror before you do a speech. I don't know. Aren't optics the whole fucking thing when it comes to politicians and public relations?
You know how good it must feel to have a suit like that, because I said all that stuff like I could afford it, but in reality I could rent it but not buy it.
Maybe suits just make you feel so powerful, and the reason they are designed to be so tight is because then if you have to afford a suit that tailored, right? You have to do a Nazi salute. Like, that's how high powered you are.
Yeah, obviously that's why you got the Hugo Boss suit.
Yeah. Hugo Boss does not make their clothing athletic enough so you can make a wave. That's why the Nazis were so efficient at doing that salute. It was designed to just not get your arm up any higher.
It's called
Hitler came to Hugo and was like, I need the perfect suits which the correct angle can be held to me.
Jeez. It's all in the shoulders.
By the way, do you have any meth? I need to tweak.
Oh, I always forget they funneled out a ton of meth.
What do you mean? You forget. That's the only way they got to Bliss Creek, I believe, is because they just for 3 days straight were all up moving tanks for 40
I know,
or 72
and
hours.
Coincidentally, that makes the more I learned about that, the more I am very convinced that A.J. Abrams' zombie movies were like that was influenced by that. The way they just all the methed out tweakers marching in one direction.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, it's probably somewhat. You mean talk about World War
Oh,
Z?
it's J.J. Abrams, isn't it?
The guy did Star Wars.
Okay, then I got the wrong name. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Who did? John Romero. That's who
John
it was.
Romero. Oh, okay. See, I wouldn't
I
have
was
known the director.
way
Anyway.
the
Why
fuck
didn't you
off.
just say? Why didn't you just say World War Z? That's what you were talking about, right?
Those run.
Oh, then I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't have no idea what movie you're
But
talking about.
anyways, yeah, Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, that one. Got it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Nazi zombies, dude. They're just meths. They're
Yeah.
meth out zombies.
It's Wolfenstein is real, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's definitely not good. I it'd be really funny if Trump would have distanced himself from Elon right away. Say, I don't know that guy, never met him.
And
He wears tight suits. I wear tight suits. I never had a problem hiling. Never hiled before. People said I've hiled, never done it.
I don't make weird faces except for when Carrie Underwood doesn't have her background music.
Yeah. Oh man, it's dumb. I hate it all. Politics is still stupid. It's all dumb, and we're not going to talk about it anymore.
Dude, I can't believe anything that's happening anymore. Everything's insane. So
I've tuned out. I'm disassociating. I'm doing the healthy thing and ignoring everything.
just treat it like the news that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't exist.
I'm treating it like the Soviet Russian population thought about Soviet Union towards the end. They're like, we're just going to ignore that this is collapsing and just go about our day.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I'm completely checking out, dude. I'm trying to just live my life, have a good time.
Well, like Beyonce said, you probably should check up on it.
Yeah. What have you been up to, though, dude? What else is happening? How's life?
Oh, yeah, it's been a whole bunch of nothing and relaxing and taking my daughter to a dance and then picking her up and yeah.
Oh man, yeah, the fun experiences of being a dad with a teenager now.
Oh yeah, it's real cool.
Yeah, I bet aren't you just so excited about all the experiences though? Or just
Yeah.
getting to do these things?
So I'm treating my own daughter like she's going to grow up to be Lady Bond. I'm starting to teach her how to use weapons more and some self-defense techniques.
Looks like an ordinary pen, but it actually is a one-shot, one-click kill shot gun.
See, if you slam on the heels 3 times and then fling your foot, it's actually a flashbang grenade, so you can get away.
Yeah, if you've ever find yourself in the Swiss Alps, if you click your heels together 3 times, it activates skis so you can get down away from an avalanche.
These look like normal sleeves, but if you do this enough, shurikens come flying out.
What you don't know, honey, is I've actually turned you into an Inspector Gadget. You have all sorts of weapons inside your body.
Along with an Apple AirTag. I couldn't figure out how to do the GPS correctly.
Yeah, that's cool. Did you give her nunchucks then? That's the ultimate defense, dude.
You know, I think she still has hers from when she took karate.
Nice. That's a good defense weapon, because if somebody comes after you and you just whip those out, people like back up real quick, because nunchucks, if you know how to use them correctly, like you just have to do a couple moves, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody assumes after that you have a wealth of karate knowledge that they are not prepared to deal with.
She still remembers her moves from that, which is terrifying. I'm like, ah.
Well, that's good. No, I'm just saying, like for me and you, we didn't do karate, right?
No.
But
Well,
if we just watched a
I
tutorial.
did karate.
Yeah, but not really. You went to one of those fake schools where we got a yellow belt, and then they're like, okay, now you got to pay for classes. And we were like, that's
I went
no.
up to brown belt, I think.
Yeah, okay. Well, what I'm saying is, right, like, you're not a real martial artist. Like, No, not in the slight. But we could watch a couple YouTube tutorials on how to flip some nunchucks. And if someone came at us and we just did that, they'd be like, oh, man, this guy knows, like, every type of martial arts under the sun. Because that's what nunchucks like signal out to people, I think.
Yeah. Unless I've seen Indiana Jones, and then they just shoot you.
Yeah, that's a sword. They don't shoot people with nunchucks because they are afraid of the
That
smoke
is the
bombs.
funny thing, now that you say that with the sword. With learning that, they do weapons training. You get 3 out of the 4 Ninja Turtles they teach you. You have to pay extra for Leonardo.
Right.
I'm not joking.
Yeah,
You
I
get
remember-
nunchucks,
yeah, I'm not-
bow staffs, and sais. That's what they teach you with. But then the sword's extra.
Yeah, of course it's extra because it's what everybody wants to learn.
Yeah, except they put these little streamers at the end of the handle, so it looks really dumb.
Yeah, well, it's got to look pretty, dude. Haven't you seen Jet Li's Jet Li movies? You have to make it look cool and flow like water.
Oh, Jet Li's awesome.
Jet Li is awesome, dude. All those movies rule. Is it called One?
Yeah, the one where he keeps going to different worlds killing. Yeah.
Yeah, that movie fucking rips, dude. Well, there's also the one.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the movie where he tells the Emperor stories and he keeps getting closer and closer as he's telling stories about assassinations he's like done for the Emperor?
That's like the whole Star Wars saga.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. But he eventually just gets he gets murdered. He gets close enough where he can try to kill the Emperor, and he like puts the blade next to his neck, just being like, "Just know I could have done this," and then leaves. And then he gets killed by like it raining 1,000 arrows down on him. It's a sick scene.
It sounds like you're confusing, like blending a sword movie with 300.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Let me look at it.
I really like
know it right
that's
when I
like
see it.
rewatching like a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You're like, oh yeah, as a kid I thought this was cool, and now I'm rewatching. I'm like, man, these guys are on ropes for a long time.
All right. It was Hero is the one I'm thinking of.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that one. I'm more of a fan of Big Hero 6.
Yeah. Big Hero 6 does rule. It's a fun one.
Yeah,
Who doesn't love an adorable fat robot who puts on a girder and goes and saves the world?
yeah. That's how AI is gonna take over the world. They'll make misshapen AI at first, and then
Right.
oh, it's adorable.
Mm-hmm. It'll be cute, just like the wolves.
Yeah, if they make a Hello Kitty AI, oh god, the East has
Yeah.
fallen.
The East has fallen. We've come to enslave you! Yay! I don't even know what Hello Kitty sounds like.
Kitty sounds, dude. That sounds more like Aggresso Kitty if you've ever watched that on Netflix.
I've not.
It's like
so.
this super pissed off little cat, and then to get herself back to a sane level, she does heavy metal. Just
Oh my God.
screamo metal.
I like that concept. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, just pissed off at work and then goes home to relax and screams.
I mean, that's how I feel every day. So
Yeah.
I go downstairs and grunt in my basement as I
You do
the
the.
corporate America sucks. Oh man, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, well, I'm glad that it sounds like at least the dance went okay. Did she have to use weapons then at the dance?
Well, yeah, she pulled the blades out of her shoes and stabbed a guy. She had to lie low for a little bit.
Yeah, the butterfly knife I gave her is coming in handy.
Yeah, it's so much better than it's so much better. The 1990s fidget spinner ruled.
Oh man, yeah, God, we were so extreme in the 90s. Mountain Dew and fucking butterfly knives.
No, I just saw an article about Mountain Dew saying people now. This is completely subjective because I haven't had Mountain Dew in years, but they said people are excited, older people, because Mountain Dew's real flavors coming back, and it got me thinking, what the fuck has Mountain Dew tasted like then?
Right. Yeah. What do you mean real flavor?
I have no idea.
they finally got the copyright back from Walmart's Mountain Mountain Mist. They were like, Mountain Mist took our flavor. We had to reinvent.
Well, I mean, because wasn't Mountain Dew originally created as like moonshine?
Fuck if I know. I don't know. You want me to look up the lore of Mountain Dew?
How did Mountain Dew originate? Because I'm pretty sure the name like came from them making moonshine.
Okay, Mountain Dew or originated in Knoxville, Tennessee. Would not known that. In the 1930s as a lemon lime soda created by brothers Barney
Shit.
and Allie
Already
Hart.
wrong.
The brothers intended to use the mixture for whiskey
Oh, okay.
as they were unable to find the perfect mixture of natural setup in Knoxville. Okay.
Oh,
So did they?
okay. So
They're trying to cut bathroom gin.
yeah. I love how, dude, old soda rips. So you got this. Okay, Mountain Dew, what's it going to be for? For drinking. What's Coca-Cola going to be for? Getting high in mass quantities.
Yeah. If you think about it, Coca-Cola was the first edible.
Soluble? I mean,
soluble. Well, there's all these weed seltzers now that you see everywhere, but Coke used to be like on. Do you think Coca-Cola's pissed about that? They're like, we used to have drugs in our
You know
stuff,
what?
and everybody said we got to get rid of it.
You think
'cause
that's
we're
what they're
doing
gonna be?
too
That's
much."
Coca-Cola, I'm going to give you a free one, okay? Rebrand yourself and Coca-Cola, the original seltzer. Just,
Yeah, seriously, that's what they were.
just put it
I
on
just
the
love,
can.
soda only exists really because they needed something to cut bathroom gin with. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
they started Prohibition,
Mission.
they were like, we need something that fucking doesn't make this alcohol taste
You
like
guys,
shit.
we can't drink this ether, okay? We need something. Tea doesn't cut it.
You can't drink ether, Nathan. You can only listen to it.
You can only be scorched by it. That's straight fire.
Yeah. The only person who tried to drink ether ended up getting killed by it. And that was Jay-Z. He's a Badadi double. It's not really him.
Ah, yes. Good job, Nas.
Yeah. But yeah, that makes total sense. Also makes perfect sense about why one time I had so I was in a bar and this lady poured a glass of scotch.
Okay.
And I guess somebody ordered a scotch and Coke. I don't know what she ordered, right? Like somebody ordered
Sounds
something,
like-
but she
Okay. Yuck.
we're in a trash bar, trash people doing trash behavior.
Okay.
And whatever they wanted soda-wise, she accidentally somehow hit the Mountain Dew button and blasted Mountain Dew in this. And she's like, oh, I ruined this. And the guy was like, well, I don't want that. And she's like, oh, I'll just dump it. And I went, well, I'll fucking drink it. Like, if it's free, don't dump it. I'll drink it if you'll give it to me for free. And she's like, okay, fine. And I'll be damned, Nathan. It actually tasted pretty good. Now it all makes sense because that's originally what Mountain Dew was intended for.
Yes. The last time I had Mountain Dew was, and I don't even know if they still make this. They had the white label.
The last Tinder date you had, Mountain Dew.
Yeah, so 2 weeks ago, no, but they had the white label with the guy shooting the cork through his cap.
Yeah, with the real sugar.
Yes, I had that. When I saw that, I'm like, hell yeah, and I had that, and I was what I can only assume meth people feel when they first have meth, because for the next 3 hours, I was like, whoa.
You just had the jitters.
So much sugar.
Dude, it's so bad. Especially if you quit soda for a pretty long time. Soda is almost too sweet. It's insane.
That's right, brother. Too sweet.
Too sweet. Wow, 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 wow.
Fucking wolf pack, man.
Yeah. It does stink. I love Mountain Dew still, and I crave it now and then. I don't even crave original, though. I always want the Voltage. The raspberry soda they have.
I was always a fan of when I drank Mountain Dew, Livewire.
Yeah, that's the second one. Normally they always have the buy two, two for whatever.
Yeah.
I get one Voltage and one Livewire.
Yeah, BOGO, as the ladies say.
Oh yeah, and Mountain Dew did the smart thing for the longest time, where they would do their flavors and get rid of them periodically and seasonally.
Yeah.
Where it was like, this one's only, like, Livewire was only a summer beverage. And they knew how to get me, because if once it came back, like the McRib, I was like, I have to go get it. And I would just drink so much of it because I was like, it's going to go away. And now it's just everywhere all the time.
The McRib. That's one thing they never got me into. They're fake.
No, it
fake
sucks.
meat. Ugh.
You mean the shittiest thing? I never understood it because it's exactly as bad and tastes just like the lunchroom rib sandwich that you got at school. And it's the same shitty quality meat, and it was bad at school, and it's bad at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And everybody go ape shit because it was at McDonald's. I don't get it.
Golden Arches wouldn't steer me wrong.
Yeah, I'm still mad. I'm mad that it turned out the Monopoly game was all the scam, and now they don't do it anymore because those dudes were taking advantage of the system. And now I can't fucking play Monopoly at McDonald's anymore. That's what I'm really pissed about.
How would you like to be able to go back in time and just be like a neighbor and be like, that's pretty cool. He gave me Boardwalk.
Dude, it'd be awesome.
And it's like, hey, I didn't know. I thought he got it off a cup. How was I supposed to know he was the only one that had Boardwalks?
Yeah, exactly. God, it's no wonder you couldn't win that fucking game. Did you know anybody who won any prizes?
No, I won.
Like,
I won prize. Now, by prizes, I guess that's subjective, because when I say prizes, I mean I won meals.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Making a Monopoly, like doing the actual. Did you meet anybody who ever did a full Monopoly?
No.
I don't think I ever did either. Even because there were lesser tier ones that like you could win, but like I never got a Monopoly.
You never
It's
got.
almost like the game was fucking rigged.
You never got anything.
Just like a real Monopoly.
Yeah, anything on the right side of the board, I think, was all controlled by that one guy.
On the right side of the board, you mean they were Zig Heiling?
Yeah, on the third right.
Yeah, on the third right. Would you like to go down to Park Place, y'all?
I mean, shit, dude.
Would you like to go down my railroads? I run them efficiently.
But yeah, I think that entire thing was screwed.
Yeah. So it's definitely sucks. I miss Monopoly's back. I'd probably eat McDonald's more often again if that was back, but it's not, and it never will.
Dude, I like Monopoly so much that I was at Target and they were selling. You've probably seen this Monopoly, but it was in the case of a book.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, impulse buy, because I was like, I need it. I'll put it on my bookshelf. And it's still in the plastic, and I'm not shitting you. It's been over 7 years. I just bought it to put it in there, never opened it. It's just like, this kind of rules.
That's cool, though. That's a fun thing. And if you ever decide you want to get mad at some of your friends and say,
if you ever decide you want to play real life fucking Mario Party, go for it.
If you want to find out who has shady accounting abilities in your family or inner circle, this is the place to do it.
Oh, yeah. You can find out who would just graciously be a thief when no one's looking.
Yeah.
It was me.
Yeah, it was me. It was our mother. Our mom she cheated Junior Monopoly, for Christ's sake.
You know, it's funny because they make the kids Monopoly now. They made it so you can't cheat.
Because they have the cards, right?
Yeah, they have
like debit cards.
Yeah.
Well, it's because those kids can't do math anymore. None of them know what real money is.
That's just like it's so funny to sign stuff in cursive in front of kids now, because that's like writing pig Latin back in the day. They can't read it.
It's so true, dude. It's really bad how many people don't know how to do that. I like cash, and it bothers me how much people don't want to like take cash anymore. Like, people think having cash is a hassle. I wanted to pay my fiance for something, and I was like, "Oh, I have cash. I'll just give it to you." And she goes, "Oh, well, I don't want cash. Can you just Venmo me in?" I was like, "This is the same thing. Just take the cash." She's like, "No, I just wanted my." I was like, "It's just, what's wrong with having cash on you? Just take the cash."
Well, wait, what you're telling her is she needs to dance.
Yeah. That's the only place that takes cash anymore.
It really
strip
is.
clubs exclusively. Drug dealers don't even want it anymore. They're like, yo, no, I need Cash App. Drug dealers exclusively use Cash App for some reason.
It's getting crazy, the fact that I've seen more than quite a few now where they just have the sign out there that says no cash.
Dude, and that's, I think, technically illegal. I think you have to accept legal currency no matter what.
You can't turn down legal tender?
I don't think you can. I'll look it up, but I've yelled at people about this and said it with conviction to people when they wouldn't take cash at a business. I literally have yelled at people about
jeez.
Because I'm right, dude. You should take cash.
Okay. I mean,
I'll look
but
it
by
up.
that
Is it
standard, they should
illegal?
take crypto, right?
They should. Well, that's not legal tender technically.
Oh, well.
I don't think so. It's just like a value. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know how is that considered a legal currency?
I don't know. It's
I
currency.
don't think it's recognized. I don't think it's recognized as a currency though.
All I know is, like, Bitcoin was accepted, back in 2010, a guy bought, for like 10,000 Bitcoins, bought a pizza from Domino's.
Yeah, I remember that. We've talked about that story. I also believe that's an old wives' tale. I don't even think that's real anymore. Let's see here. Okay. This is from the Federal Reserve website, which
Okay.
probably on there. I'm probably on their watch list now. Every time you click on the Federal Reserve's my computer might explode here, just so you guys know. Is it illegal for the
Oh,
business?
shit, he's researching us. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Is it legal for a business in the United States to refuse cash as a form of payment? There's no federal statute mandating that a private business, a person, or organization must accept currency or coin as payment for goods and services. Private businesses are free to develop their own policies on whether to accept cash unless there are state laws that say otherwise. Okay. Well, now I want to look up what's Iowa.
You know, they're making it easier to print their funny money when they don't have to actually print it anymore. They just go, yep, it's there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I guess Iowa doesn't have any specific laws either, so they just automatically, damn, I didn't realize that. So I guess that makes sense. Businesses can choose and whatnot, so I guess. That is funny that businesses can make their own what they accept as currency.
Mm-hmm.
We only take shoes here.
And we only
What?
we only take bottle caps. It worked really good in those Fallout games.
Yeah. We only take children here as payment. I found Pizzagate. Put your fucking
yeah. Hey, we get to make our own laws here. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I will stop yelling at businesses that won't take my cash anymore now.
Yeah.
It is weird, though, because I thought businesses always wanted cash because it was easier to skirt the Federal Reserve and IRS.
Yeah, you're 100% right, and that's why those organizations have made it this way.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So.
Oh, we can
I don't
Venmo. It won't get. Oh, Venmo. Yeah, don't worry. That's not taxed. Lies. Now it's over $300 reported.
Now it's $300 reported. Hell yeah. Well, I guess I should just stop carrying cash, I guess.
Yes.
Is everybody's telling me to do.
Or you'll crash out, as the kids
Yeah.
say. Also, saying that just made me realize I've heard my daughter use that in many different ways. Like, I'm going to crash out. I'm doing bad in that respect. Or I'm going to crash out. I'm tired. I'm going to... And I was like, what happened to the different connotations when you'd be like, I'm gassed? In other words, you're done for the day. Or we had differential between what we said, so it wasn't one phrase to rule them all. Fucking Sauron got his hands in there and went, no, yeah, you just use crashed out for all of it. Because I feel so stupid because she's like, and then she was doing bad on tests, she just crashed out of that. And you can't just use one phrase for everything.
Honestly, and like this is what bothers me about all the lingo now is there's so much better lingo. There's so many cooler words. I've been looking up. I've been using
Oh yeah,
been using
like
the
their yacht.
thesaurus.
Oh yeah.
The thesaurus? Is that how you say it? I never say it right.
No, it's extinct.
I'm here
Those were
trying to
extinct
get about.
millions of years ago. All the sauruses.
But I've been visiting a dinosaur that tells me fun new words.
But it's just funny because like got instead of just saying big ass, they got a big old gat.
Got?
Gat. It's like GYATT.
That means what?
Their ass.
Got means ass?
Yeah.
Like, I'm confused. Re-explain what you just said, because that made no sense.
Gat means ass.
Got means ass.
Yeah.
So instead of just saying got his ass, they just say got?
No. Like,
Wait.
they got a big ass. Check out my, instead of saying check out my, like, I checked out her ass. She's got a big yacht.
Yacht? Are you saying yacht or got?
Yacht. It's GYATT. Yacht.
I hate it.
I know.
Gibberish.
I know.
That's fucking gibberish.
It is.
Are we turning into like ancient cultures
We are.
again, where we're just we're
So, hey,
de-evolving?
Wade, what we speak is Sanskrit, okay? We are the last known people to know it, and we are not teaching it.
That's true. That is true. No, the thesaurus, though, dude. I'm telling you, there's so many more fun words to say. Like I recently just started talking about tomfoolery, buffoonery.
You calling
Dandy.
you calling people nitwits?
Yeah. Oh, that guy's a dandy.
Check out that buffoon.
Yeah. What a buffoon.
This Nimrod.
Dude, buffoon's a good one if you're mad at somebody in like a public place and they fuck up, like a customer service thing. It's like, you buffoon! You fucking buffoon! You're like, you don't even need to curse. I guess take out the fucking. Just be like, you're a buffoon! You're a buffoon! Like, that hurts.
Okay. Have you ever gotten to while out in public be shopping and somebody approaches you and talking to you that works there? They're like, what you need, boss? And part of me's like, man, fuck you. Stop this.
I like boss. I'm also at that age now. I like that I'm finally getting called sir by people, which I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm finally representing as mature. Like, I've never looked mature for some reason until recently, but now I'm finally nailing it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm at the age now, if I'm looking at the lower shelves, they ask me if I misplaced my walker.
Sir, you're going to strain your back.
Yeah. That's how 9 out of 10 people sprain their backs.
Sir, you're going to hurt yourself shopping. Have you heard of a Hy-Vee aisle saver? It's like, I'm scared of technology.
Yeah.
I just want to do things the way I've always done them.
I just like to walk around and push my cart into people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's good stuff. Yeah. So, well, that's fun.
Yeah. What you been up to?
Oh, dude, I got back from vacation, dude.
Yeah, a little AZ action.
Yeah, I went down to the old Arizona. It was a good time, dude. We went hiking. I went into a ghost town. That was fun. Yeah. Turns out it was just a tourist trap.
I was going to say, that's what they call those now?
Yeah.
It's just, that's.
I'll tell you what. This is what I love about Arizona. And when you go to, like, those kind of touristy traps, right?
Mm-hmm. Do they buy their tumbleweeds? Like, have them imported in?
There's just a guy rolling them like a bowling ball. What I love about those ghost town things and those little things is it's all set, right? And, like, made to be like, oh, this is what it was like back in 1806 here, right?
Oh, misogyny.
Yeah, and, dude, that's my favorite part is they still keep it live and well. Because they had a reenactment in this one little town, right? We're going out to the trails, and I was like, oh, look at this little thing. Let's just stop real quick because we're there all day heading out to go out in the mountains, and we're going to hike, and so we're just killing time. So we stop there, and it turns out they do a gun show reenactment, like a shootout in the middle of, like, downtown.
Okay, at high noon, of course.
At high noon. And it's funny.
By high noon, I mean they stop and they all have their seltzers.
Yeah, yeah, they were drunk. I was really worried that an Alec Baldwin situation was going to happen with these blanks. I
I'm
thought
not
it was
gonna
going
lie.
to be a reenactment of Rust.
I'm not gonna lie. That would rule.
Oh, just watch some some cowboy reenactor actually get shot or have a heart attack.
They've dedicated so much to this. It's so realistic.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you nailed it with the misogyny thing though, because at one point they have their little story that happened, like rustlers lost their cattle, and then the one guy goes into town and these guys stole their cattle, right?
Okay.
Well, they're hanging out in the brothel, of course.
And
it's
as one
just
does.
really yeah, and what's funny is to me is the fact that all the reenactors, right? They're all like retired people probably, like, or just like some kind of performer, but they all look the part. But then like you have the ladies who are being like the hookers.
Oh, okay.
And they're wearing the big like Victorian dresses and stuff, but they're older gals, and they're just doing straight up misogyny jokes. It's so fucking great.
Nice.
Yeah, and then they all start confronting each other, and they got some good jokes in there. I was laughing.
So what you're
honestly.
saying is this is crypto heaven for all the crypto bros. Look, this is the way we think it is.
Yeah. It's what Elon's autistic ass wishes the life was like. I wish I had a 6-shooter, and I could hail Hitler, and nobody would get mad at me.
The parking lot is all Teslas.
Yeah. Oh. So it's it was really funny just to watch the shootout happen, and then of course to counter the misogyny, at least the one head mistress ended up shooting the bad guy at the end to be like, I wasted my best years with you, and she put the final bullet in him. So they did that.
I mean, that's true to form. Women have been the death of many men.
I also found very funny is the whole brothel apparently was just sisters, which I was like, wow, family businesses back then were weird.
That's bizarre.
Isn't it?
Yes.
You're just a headmistress and pimping out all your sisters. That probably happened way more often than we realized, though.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Especially in like New Orleans and the bigger cities on the East Coast.
I bet you out west it happened a lot more, like in Arizona on the way to California.
You think?
Of course, yeah. You can't grow any crops there, Nathan. What else do you have to sell other than your body in the middle of the fucking desert?
Snake oil? Duh.
That is true. I just think about people having to like journey through those mountains, because we were on the Apache Trail, right?
Hey. No, can't use that, okay?
Why not? It's the name of the tribe.
Native American Trail, okay?
But that's the tribe, the Apache tribe, right?
That's a tribe.
Yeah, it's a tribe. So right? So it's not. Are you not supposed to say Apache anymore?
I don't know. I was just trying to be.
Is that my Heiligen Hitler with my mouth?
Yeah. We've gone politically correct, okay?
Yeah. I thought this was Trump's America now.
Well, that just sowed even more confusion into everything, actually.
Yeah. But but it is the Apache Trail on the way out there, and
now it's okay to say if you mean by helicopters, because those fucking rule and it's a sign of freedom. Yeah, you only got 2 songs to play, that one and All Along the Watchtower.
Yeah, exactly. If you're in
Creedence Clearwater or Jimi Hendrix, you take a pick.
Those A tracks have been stuck in there since the 70s.
Hell yeah, dude.
But I just like think about how did people had to die way more often than we realized, because all they always talked about, everybody always, you just make sure you're drinking water out here because you'll get dehydrated really fast. I'm like, they didn't have clean drinking water when traveling back then. They were just drinking beer most of the time and shit. How did more people just not die constantly?
Oh, I guarantee they did. If you were excavating that desert, I guarantee you. Well, unless you're by Vegas, you'll find quite a few people all scattered everywhere. Vegas, all of a sudden, you're like, we lost to civilization.
Yeah. 100%. You lost a lot of guys who were really good at gambling. That's why nobody wins anymore. All the guys who were winning
That's
lost.
why we shut down the Wynn Casino.
Yeah, but so there was that ghost town, which was just a little attraction. Then we went to a little town called Tortilla Flats, which is the last stop.
Oh, a
on the
nice little
Apache Trail.
appropriation town. Okay, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
exactly. And when they first named that town, they went, "We're gonna call this Tortilla Flats."
Oh yeah. They really hit it with the Hooked on Phonics name.
Where are you guys from? Tortilla?
Some people used to call it Tortuga, the stupid pirates.
But this is really funny. So
Okay.
inside, it's just this little tiny town. There's like still a working post office there from like the 1800s. They have a bar. They got like a little ice cream shop, and that's it. It's just this little stop. It's on this drive out. And then they also have a little museum that is the schoolhouse originally that was out there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally smaller than the room I'm in now. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Like, that's how big this schoolhouse was. Because by the time you were 8, you were working in the mines digging for gold out in the Arizona mountains.
Hell yeah, dude. And all they found were like phosphorus stones.
No, one of the gold mines there.
Oh, there is
pulled
actually a
out-
gold mine?
Yes, like the first, I guess I should have said that. The first ghost town we went to
Mm-hmm.
is a gold mine town. Like a legit was it for gold mine. They pulled, at that point in time, $3 million worth of gold out of that mine, which is the equivalent to like $500 million today.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, so there's gold around. There was gold. It's probably all gone.
There
now.
was gold in these pots.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's where the Mountain Dew came in handy to drink and get that sugar rush while you were down in the mines. Y'all laughed at me. But we go into this little house, right? And it's got all this like history of the town. And like I'm walking around looking at stuff, and then I bump my head, and there's just spoons hanging from the ceiling.
Oh,
Just a
sweet.
shit ton of spoons.
Did it start doing a da 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 da?
But they all started
Spoon
jingling,
Man.
and I was just like, "Yeah, Spoon Man." And I just accidentally hit my head on them. I was like, "What the fuck? God damn! Why there spoons here? Like, why the fuck?" And then I looked down below,
And
on,
they're
like,
just
along the
cereal
walls.
bowls all over the ground.
No, even worse. Unfortunately, it goes. Yeah, there's been many ghost sightings in in this place and in others. The ghost spoons. These are ghost spoons. Like, and if they start wriggling, it's because the ghost came by and hit them. I'm like, oh, cool. I just touched cursed spoons. That's fucking sick.
I love how they have something so simplistic that if wind comes by, they're like, ghost!
Yeah. Well, it's a tourist
Also,
thing.
that is
I
not a
didn't-
tourist thing. That is somebody that likes to cook on spoons, and they're like, I'm going to hang up all these stolen spoons so I have a nice surplus here.
Yeah. You're telling me the
How many
heroin
spoons
addicts are
were
sneaking in there? Surprisingly, none. They didn't mind freak them.
Oh.
No, what really, I was like, oh, ghost spoons, whatever. And I told my fiance about it. I'm like, oh, yeah, like, whatever. Like, I just touched these spoons. She's like, oh, my God, you touched the ghost spoons? You shouldn't have touched those. I'm like, I didn't mean to. I bumped into them. Like, it's fine. And then we walked outside, and Nathan,
Ghost spoons told me I'll be a demon in bed now.
Yeah, I got stung by bees as soon as I walked outside.
I just said a name 3 times.
Yeah, Candyman came out of the fucking hills after touching those spoons, dude. I was like, oh, fuck. I got stung by bees.
Are you serious? You got stung by bees?
Yes,
oh,
I'm
that's
dead
the worst.
serious. I actually got stung by bees.
How many?
And so I think it
'Cause
was
you're
the
using
ghost
it as
telling
a
me don't
plural,
fuck
not
with us.
singular.
Yeah, no, 2 bees. Which I
2
didn't even realize
bees or
in
not 2 bees?
Yeah. I didn't even realize there were bees in the fucking desert.
Yeah. They're everywhere because they have desert flowers and stuff like that.
It seems like the wrong season for them, though.
Seems like the right season. It doesn't really freeze there. It's not.
It does.
It's not like Florida where they're just under 10 inches of snow right now.
Dude, it does freeze there because when we played golf, I guess they have like freeze delays on the grass. So like they,
Really?
Yeah, so like
I
in the
think they're
morning, it's
confused.
cold
It's
enough.
what they're seeing. They're just not used to seeing it, but it's called dew. It happens early in the morning.
No,
Like,
but they
oh,
literally
I don't know
have
what that moisture shit is. Must be frozen.
it got below freezing at nights at certain points.
Really?
It does. Yeah,
Huh.
it does all the time.
I've just never seen that. But I've only been to like Phoenix.
Well, yeah. I was in Phoenix, but that's a thing that happens around the golf courses a lot, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, driving up in the hills was a lot of fun. I'll say this:
Do they have
I hate
eyes?
driving on mountains.
Oh,
What'd you say?
I said, do they have eyes going through the hills?
Yeah. I was worried about it, honestly, a couple times. Ran across in Tortilla Flats. It's all biker gangs, by the way.
Nice.
It's like a biker stop.
It's okay.
It-
If you wear the right colors, an NWO shirt,
Yeah,
you'll be
yeah.
fine.
That's what I should have done. I should have worn my Bullet Club shirt. Nobody would have been the wiser.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I think there's
it
a
would-
fair number of like bikers that love wrestling.
I guarantee they don't know Japanese wrestling.
Well, you know what? It'd be really funny if one of them did, and they're like, "Yo," and they're a huge anime fan too. You're just like, oh, "What the fuck?" It just blows your mind. Your whole conception of bikers is thrown off.
Yeah. Well, by the way, do you want to run some meth for us after we talk Naruto?
Yeah.
The turns are just. I hate driving on mountains. It's the worst fucking feeling of all time.
What, just
I've
all
done
the
it
twists
on
and
2 different
turns?
Vacation. The twists and turns, and then like when you're next to an edge with no guardrail.
Yeah.
It's the fucking worst. And this is what I kind
Well,
of was
and
hoping
that's why Scott Stapp told you how to deal with it. You're 6 feet from the edge, and you're thinking about falling. But maybe
Yeah.
6 feet ain't so far down.
It ain't so far down, dude. I'll tell you this. I thought I was gonna witness one of your reels in real life.
Hey, I've been really good not sending him to you. Last night, I for an hour watched people die.
How do you go to bed after that?
Very comfortably.
Man, at least I'm not dead. At least I might die in my sleep, but I'm not these guys.
Oh, it was dumb accidents, dude. I watched a guy you know those trailers that go up to do the dump trucks and it goes up.
Yeah.
There was a guy. It was up and he's working on it, and then it just goes. "Kah!" And
You're not supposed to work on those while they're up. It literally says that on the hydraulic.
well, he wasn't up anymore. He's sleeping permanently.
He's down in the dumps.
Nice.
But I was gonna say I thought I was gonna witness one in real life because, like I said, a lot of bikers.
Mm-hmm.
Which the Harley guys always respectful. They do the road. They're being safe.
Okay.
The problem was there was tons of crotch rocket riders too, and those guys all have fucking death wishes. I swear to God.
Dude, that's like, I don't know. They took it down. You can't find it anymore. Maybe somebody saved it. But there used to be the guy did a record from going from, it's either Pueblo to Denver or he was going from like Boulder to Denver. Is one of the two, and he did it in insane time because his average speed was like 160 on a crotch rocket.
Just going through the mountains like that.
Just going on the interstate, just blowing by everybody all over the hills. And
Do
all
those weave? I guess I don't know. Colorado better than I do. So is it like
if
weave?
and that's where I'm like, I don't remember because Boulder to Denver's not too bad. Pueblo, it's bad enough that they put signs and say, "Fuck, we're not putting cops out here, but there's a plane circling sometimes, and it might take a picture and you might get a ticket. Go the speed limit."
Yeah, that's pretty dangerous. Well, that's where like if it's that one where it's dangerous like that, where it's so dangerous that they won't have cop cars there. Yeah, that's impressive. If it's just like the interstate from Boulder to like Denver, like whatever. It's not
You're
that.
just like, you just dodged some cars, no big deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I don't find it. But these guys, it's non-passing lanes on like a mountain when you're driving, right? It's just yellow line the whole time. These dudes are just coming around whipping around us, and I mean, not like in blind turns, like where you're supposed to be going around the corner at like 15 miles an hour.
Their DK on that thing.
Yeah,
Drift
they're just
King.
like just going around us, and like you don't know if a car's coming. Like that's just so. I thought for sure I was like, we're gonna watch one of these guys fly off one of these cliffs. And honestly, I wouldn't have. I would have told my fiance, "Keep going, keep driving. We're not stopping. Fuck that guy. I don't care. Like he deserves that. He can sit down on that.
I hope you have a
and think
dash
about what he
cam
does.
to catch that, so I can put it on my Insta reel.
He's like, yeah, she can show you.
I want to join the club.
Yeah, it'd be funny if I sent that to you and you were like, "Oh, sick! That's a crazy video." Yeah, no, I saw that in real life. We've seen real life crashes before.
Oh yeah.
We've seen some. Have we told the story about the bus before on the podcast? I swear we had to have.
I don't know, but I do
Oh,
know a family member got very mad at me from the person that, like, his cousin that was in my class.
Yeah, because you
I
were
was
talking
explaining it very giddily.
I don't feel bad. I honestly don't feel that bad for that guy. Even like later on, like I didn't really feel that bad for him. I felt like when it happened, I was just like, "This is crazy." It was kind of
It's completely
weirdly shaky.
their fault.
Yeah, it was 100% his fault.
And if he would have went right, he would have been fine. He just would have went into the ditch. Instead, he
Yeah.
said, "Last second, what are you going to do? I'm going to fight a bus."
Yeah, it was so dumb. But I guess even if we haven't told the story, have told it before, we'll tell it again. So we were living in a little neighborhood. Our parents were out of town in Vegas, and we were staying with our dad's coworker. He was staying with us.
Yeah, with Mitch. Yeah. In
And,
that Chrysler drop top, dude.
Yeah, the Chrysler drive, dude. Yeah, the original 200.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I can still remember this to this day. That car alone, I had so many girls, "Hey, can I get a ride?" I'm not
Yeah.
even driving. It just made me realize, dude, having a drop top in high school must rule. Because
Yeah.
that.
Also, yeah, girls just want. I don't get it too because they love their hair being nice and it's just gonna fuck it up. You ever seen a chick driving when
See,
they're
no,
just
that's
like,
the funny
it
thing.
Goes
That
up.
is so funny because you say that, and it's blown my mind and never made sense. Try and go on a car ride in your vehicle and just roll the windows down with a date. They will go ballistic. I mean,
Yeah.
pissed off that you're ruining their hair. But if you have a drop top, you can make them have sex hair, and they don't give a shit.
No, they're just like it's cars like inside but outside.
The wind is clearing my chakras.
Yeah, I just feel so free. I'm a free spirit.
I'm just gonna throw my hands up like I'm on a roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird. That is funny that like you had girls who wanted to ride with us even though just because of the drop top.
Is this all right?
Luckily, the drop top was not down when this happened.
Oh no, we would have had particles.
Yeah, dude, because I remember he's picking us up and we're going back to the house. And we're getting ready to turn where we turn to go to our neighborhood.
Yeah, it's 2 lanes. We're on the right side trying to turn left. So we slow down to a stop because traffic.
Yeah. Yeah. And all of a sudden, this is my perspective. You can tell your perspective from the back seat.
Okay.
Or from the front seat.
Dude,
I was in the
I
back
can tell you
seat.
okay, yeah, because I was able to watch the car coming, could tell you the type.
Because I didn't know what was happening. I'm just like looking out the window. I've always been a space cadet. I will just look out a window and just zone out. It happens all the time. And then people will go, "Wait, huh? What were we thinking about?" I was like, well, I was." And then they'll tell them, and most of the time it's just like an insane situation I've just created in my head.
Do you think
That's what I was
dinosaurs
doing.
could kind of ski if they're light enough?
If they're bird related, they have light bones.
Yeah.
Could they walk on snow like Legolas? Is that what they were doing?
Do you think pterodactyls ever drown their food?
And I'm looking out the window, and I remember seeing the car go by.
And then
All of a sudden,
come back
and
by
then I
ya?
saw it coming right back.
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's weird." And then glass just hitting the car at my window.
So
So I saw a black car go by, and then all of a sudden, a smashed up black car, and then yellow.
So
Followed by a raining glass that I could only imagine is what the storm on Jupiter sends out.
So what we got to witness is, so it's we're sitting there, and Mitch is like, "Man, you gotta stop." And I look back in the mirror, and I see like a Chevy Beretta coming at us.
Beretta is so.
Yeah, pretty quick, and you just see it do that little jerk motion to where I had to do like that cool, like I'm checking on you guys in the back because you turn to your left to look because I was in the passenger seat, and I see him jerk over and go over and just watch it in a split second. His front half folded like an accordion, and then what you said is exactly what I saw. But then I kept watching out of the back because I turned around, I'm like, holy shit. Because the stopping position, the bus, oddly enough, it's strange. It's like that bus weighed like 5 of those cars. It just stops there. Then the car goes behind us, like in the center, basically, of both lanes. And then that guy gets out he gets out of the car, but his legs are shattered.
Yeah, I remember him crawling out. I vividly remember the first hand coming out. He like whipped it. Like to this day, that's in my brain. Like, when I think about car accidents, I just picture that guy's arm first.
I mean, just and then crumples to the floor. I was like, holy fuck!
It was bad.
And what's worse is, like, you think about today, you got airbags up your ass. As long as you have, like, I think 2008 is when they started that, airbags all over the place. Yeah. Before that, it was just like, you got one that comes out of the steering wheel, and that other one might work. It's got like a...
Listen, it's in God's hands now. We were a good proper Christian automotive company, and we just put it in God's hands.
Yeah, that's right, and that's why we paid that girl to sing that song, Jesus Take the Wheel.
Yeah. Like a rock. This airbag's like a rock.
Only in the cars.
Yeah.
But it was rough to see that.
Dude, that thing, the bus went into the ditch and then took out a fence. I remember that part too.
Did it keep going? I thought it stopped in the road.
Yeah, it kept going because it kept going and it like went into. I remember it damaged one of the neighbor's fences.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, I don't remember.
I remember the car starting on fire too.
See, I don't remember that. I just remember the crumpled body coming out. I was just like,
I remember his body coming out, and then I remember him coming out, and that's when it started like getting on fire.
Oh.
Like the car started to catch fire. I do remember. That's what I remember, but I mean, I could have been very vividly building this up in my head.
I don't know. And then it started on fire, and then he magically got up and walked away in slow motion as the car blew up.
My favorite thing that I don't know if you remember this or not.
He was actually a T-1000 made out of liquid metal.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, but like I remember Mitch turning around to us like as we watched it, and then he turns and says to me and Jake, because we're in the back seat, you guys know you're not allowed to leave the scene of an accident. Like I don't know why he said that.
I don't know either. And we were all like, we want to go home.
Yeah, like I don't care about. Hey. We're so close to beating Halo on Legendary mode at home. We need to go. I had to go to school and put that on hold.
Oh, it was real cool. So we did the responsible thing. I'm like, I'll walk everyone home.
Yeah, that was the best thing. But I don't know if you remember this part, but this makes me laugh to this day because this is I was like, wow, if it doesn't concern anybody close to Nathan, he doesn't give a fuck. Because we start walking back, and one of your classmates, some girl, pulled up next to us and goes, "Hey Nate, what happened up here?" And you go, "Oh, like somebody just got hit head on by a bus." And she goes, "Oh my God, that's not good." And you just go, "Yeah, all right, guys, let's go." like no emotional, like no trauma to what we just witnessed. You didn't even ask us if we were okay or understood what we saw. You're just like, "Yeah, all right, guys, let's go." This is very matter of fact.
I don't remember that at all.
And she wanted the hot gossip, like, what happened up there, Nathan? Oh, some guy got hit, like some car head on my bus. That's not good. Yeah. All right, let's go.
I don't remember that at all.
I knew you probably didn't, but it's stuck in here. I remember it so vividly.
Oh, don't worry. I care for my family and those close to me, but apparently not anybody else.
I'll tell you what really is crazy is we wanted to go home so bad we were willing to walk up our steep-ass fucking hill that was just forever long to get up that fucking hill.
Dude, in all fairness, I didn't care about that fucking hill. After it ate my lunch, after I ruined your guys' scooters.
Yeah. God, you ruined that scooter. I'm still mad about that if I'm being honest.
I think I lost like at least 200 IQ points when I tumbled all the way down that hill on the street.
Yeah. I don't know why you were doing it on the scooters. That was so dumb.
It seemed cool.
Yeah. I did it on the bike all the time, I guess.
The bike's easy. That scooter, you get the wobble so easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Or Jake with the rollerblades going down.
Just bombing the hill on rollerblades.
Yeah, it's good stuff. You know where else you can find us bombing just on the airwaves, Nathan?
The Monopoly board. No, you can go. Yes. Puntandgame.com. Check it out. Woo! We got the entire library there at your fingertips from the beginning of time when it was just nothing to now where we got a whole catalog for you for free. So check that out at puntandgame.com. Also on YouTube, like you can see behind his, well, to me it's his right shoulder. To him it's his left. But you can see it over there. Go to youtube.com. In that search bar, type out Comic Wade Taylor. No spaces. Again, that's Comic Wade Taylor. You get clips of this show, Not Worth the Time, full episodes of each, as well as clips of that man's stand-up. So like and subscribe there. But then back on puntandgame.com, get some merch.
That's right, everybody. Hop on over to the Pun and Game shop. We can get t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, all sorts of cool stuff to represent your favorite shows here at puntandgame.com. And don't forget to use promo code WGAF. That's promo code WGAF, and that gets you free shipping at checkout.
You get free shipping just like a bus is pushing you at least 40 feet. It's real fun. We're out. Peace.
Don't buy Hugo Boss suits.
Who is him?